The foreign media at next month's Beijing Olympics will have some restrictions on their internet access.
International Olympic Committee officials have cut a deal with China, allowing it to block websites considered to be sensitive.
Now, Beijing organizers say the censorship will not get in the way of journalists doing their jobs of reporting games.
我刚才说的是那个奥运会期间，我们会为外国媒体报道奥运会，利用互联网报道奥运会提供充分的便利，使你们报道奥运会呢不会受到影响。
China had promised to provide the media with the same freedom to report on the games as they enjoyed at previous Olympics.
But this week, journalists complained of being unable to access websites which the Chinese government considers sensitive.
And those websites include that of Amnesty International, which has just released a report critical of China's human rights.
And earlier we spoke to Channel News Asia's Maria Xiao, and she explained the stand taken by both sides.
First of all, both sides of the debate are not difficult to understand because on the one hand, foreign journalists say they want free and unrestricted access to the internet and that there should be no censorship whatsoever. But now what Beijing is saying right now is that what it has promised earlier on is that it will give enough information to journalists to get their jobs done. And the keywords here are enough information. So there will be no free and unrestricted access to the internet whatsoever. And interestingly, what the IOC members have been saying today that they have allowed Beijing not to have this total access to the internet so long as the information is not crucial to the coverage of the games. And I call it interesting because this is a direct parallel, as is also a direct contrast to what the IOC has been saying all along. All along, the IOC has been saying that Beijing must give full and unrestricted access of the internet because this is what it has agreed under the host city agreement. As for whether critics are asking for too much, well, the answer is both yes and no. Yes, because perhaps Beijing has a point that information relating to Amnesty International, information relating to Tibetan independence is not totally necessary to the coverage of the games. But no, because the coverage of the games is not just about the coverage of the games itself, but also about the overall development of the host country in question.
A major break